First production electric pickup truck, the Rivian R1T, marks a clean sheet rethink of how vehicles are packaged. It's so well done as not only an EV, but also a lifestyle choice, that it earns the title of Motor Authority Best Car to Buy 2022. The R1T is not only our first electric winner, but also the first pickup to win the award. It's the most versatile vehicle we've ever driven, and no other vehicle on the market matches its breadth of capability and performance. The R1T squared off with some stiff competition from a variety of segments, including EVs, luxury cars, and sports cars. The closest electric competitor was the Lucid Air, which impressed the team with its power, styling, long range, and charging capabilities. The Mercedes-Benz EQS also appealed as the first car to bring traditional luxury to the EV segment. The Rivian also bested gas-powered competitors. The BMW M3 and M4, Cadillac CT4 Volt Blackwing, and Cadillac CT5 Volt Blackwing all appealed as luxury sports sedans with track prowess. We like the fun and feel the Hyundai Elantra N brings to the compact sedan segment, and we were taken with the Volkswagen hot hatch GTI and Golf R Duo, which mature this time around while still delivering sharp moves teamed with utility. The Rivian won us over with its Wrangler-like enthusiast appeal, lightning-quick acceleration, 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.0 seconds, the rally stage fun of its rally mode, and its innovative packaging and utility. Stats like 835 horsepower and more than 300 miles of range didn't hurt either. Every team member who got behind the wheel of the R1T walked away impressed by the cohesive package Rivian created. In just under 3 years, the Rivian R1T went from being unveiled to rolling off the assembly line. That's an impressive feat for any brand, let alone a startup automaker, especially considering it happened during a pandemic that constrained supply chains. Every R1T is powered by 4 electric motors, 2 per axle, to make 415 horsepower and 413 pounds-foot of torque at the front axle and 420 horsepower and 495 pounds-foot at the rear axle. Together, the output is rated at 835 horsepower and 908 pounds-foot of torque. That's supercar territory. The electric motors are fed by a 135 kilowatt-hour battery pack that Rivian dubs the Large Pack. A smaller 105 kilowatt pack and a larger 180 kilowatt max pack will come in time. Rivian's claimed 3.0 seconds 0 to 60 miles per hour time, increasing to 3.2 seconds on all-terrain tires, makes the R1T quicker than the Ford F-150 Ram 1500 TRX and every other production pickup truck on the planet. The truck lunges forward despite the fact it weighs about 7,000 pounds, which classifies it as a heavy-duty truck. For reference, the heaviest production light-duty pickup is the Ram 1500 TRX, which is absurdly heavy at 6,350 pounds. But the R1T doesn't ride or drive like a heavy-duty pickup. The magic comes from a sophisticated suspension that uses air springs, adaptive dampers, and a hydraulic control system rather than anti-roll bars, similar to what's found in a McLaren supercar. The system uses 2 fluid lines between the front wheels, and a T-line runs to the back and connects the rear wheels. When you turn hard to the right and the body rolls to the left, the fluid limits the compression on the left side to even it out and balance lateral motion. The result is remarkably little body roll, especially given all that mass. The R1T has a comfortable, compact ride too, whether it's pushed on all-terrain tires around tight corners on wet pavement or while bombing down a gravel road in the pouring rain. With multiple drive modes and separate settings for the dampers, stability control, and air suspension, there are nearly 50 ways to configure how the R1T drives, though the all-purpose mode is a good catch-all setup for those who don't want to tinker. We became quite partial to the R1T's rally mode while doing donuts in the mud and going sideways on washed-out gravel roads. Rally mode increases throttle sensitivity and loosens the stability control's reins to let the truck go sideways. Unfortunately, it also lowers the engagement point for the brakes, making pedal travel too long for our liking. Off-road, the Rivian presents a wild and somewhat eerie experience. It's easier to connect with what's happening under the vehicle when you can hear the sounds of rocks crunching under tires and the suspension reacting to obstacles. Rolling over bumpy, rocky terrain without having to worry about low-hanging bits like oil pans and mufflers builds confidence. Without the need to lock any differentials, engage low-range gearing, or activate hill descent control, the driver can simply focus on navigating the terrain. It can do truck stuff too. The R1T is rated to tow up to 11,000 pounds and haul up to 1,760 pounds of payload, not at the same time, and it has a built-in air compressor with a max output of 150 psi to inflate tires after airing down for off-road adventures. At a time when every pickup on this side of the Tesla Cybertruck looks similar, the Rivian is cut from its own cloth without looking like it was designed by a child or for some futuristic movie. It's a four-door crew cab sized more like a Honda Ridgeline than an F-150, and it comes with a 54.0-inch bed and light bars that span the width of the front and rear ends. A retractable power tonneau cover comes standard, along with underbed storage and an 11.0 cubic foot frunk that has a false floor to hide cargo. The R1T's killer app, however, is the gear tunnel mounted behind the cab. It offers 11.6 cubic feet of watertight storage and is capable of holding up to 300 pounds of gear. A slide-out camp kitchen is an option to fill the gear tunnel for those looking to adventure into the wilderness. The gear tunnel's access doors each feature small storage compartments that can hold the air compressor hose or a first aid kit. It's hard to find faults with the R1T. Early units we tested exhibited some touchscreen lag, but that's seemingly been fixed based on our most recent testing. The truck's 7,000 pounds curb weight is kind of absurd, and it's not even close to being the most efficient EV, despite over 300 miles of EPA-rated range. It has no glove box, though it boasts plenty of interior storage. It also lacks Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and neither is currently in the plans. These are small faults, and we have no larger concerns other than trepidation about Rivian's ability to meet demand as a startup. Starting from $67,500, the R1T certainly isn't cheap, though it's a much better value than Wranglers with similar or higher prices. The Rivian R1T allows enthusiasts to choose both utility and performance as the new electric era begins. Standout design, innovative packaging, unreal performance, and useful utility clinch the win for the Rivian R1T to become the Motor Authority Best Car to Buy 2022.